Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be ranking the best and the worst Rec Room originals in the game. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Team Therapeutic, represent, dab the haters. Be sure to stick around till the end of the video. You may be surprised by some of the picks for the worst RROs on the list. So let's get right into it. Let's start off with some of the best. Paintball. It's a classic. You can't tell me you've experienced true joy until you get the paintball, splatter gun, and drive-in, plant landmines all over the opposing team's flag, and spend a few beautiful moments sniping opponents from that sunset rooftop. There's just something so thrilling about grabbing the flag in paintball, running back with it as shots splatter and grenades explode all around you. It's heart-pounding, classic Rec Room fun. Rec Royale. You can't call yourself a Rec Room pro until you've pulled out your map while hang gliding peacefully out of the gondola while barking at your teammates about where you guys should land. Bonus points for misguiding the other players in the gondola by stating loudly that Bucket Lake is the best place to land.
Party at Bucket Lake.
All jokes aside, Rec Royale is the best fun that you'll have in any Rec Room original, I promise. 3D Charades. 3D Charades is one of the first games I actually played in Rec Room after laser tag and paintball. There is no better game for making friends, even when they start off as complete strangers. The camaraderie that emerges when everyone's trying to guess in unison what's being drawn often result in full-blown fits of laughter. For this reason, 3D Charades gets in with the best. The rise of Jumbotron. Jumbotron easily makes the list. It's challenging enough that winning it for the first time will be forever in your memories, yet it's so fun that you'll keep going back. Y'all can fight over who gets the shotgun. I'll be standing over here with my AR on a crate so that the mice bots don't take me down again. I will say this about Jumbotron though, it is probably the worst quest for friendly fire. So here's a pro tip. When you're playing with your friends, just hang back on some of the crazier levels. Let them kill the bots, be a medic, revive them when they need you, instead of getting in each other's way in friendly firing. Laser tag. Tag bots and players to score points. One of my favorite maps anywhere in Rec Room is the laser tag map Cyberjunk City. From the detailed graffiti on the walls to the sprawling billboards that dot the room, laser tag has an ambience that you just don't see anywhere else in Rec Room. Now, PvPs always have a few toxic players, it's just to be expected, but when you get in a fun laser tag lobby, it is an unforgettable experience. Crescendo. Which apparently I've been saying wrong. Apparently it's Crescendo, but I'm not going to stop saying Crescendo because that's just how I say it. Moving on. Crescendo has dark pits with snarling dogs at the bottom, vampires, skeleton graveyards, and sprawling libraries filled with mysterious books and posters about Rec Room lore. Crescendo does have far too many bosses in it, and it does go on for a questionably long amount of time, but it doesn't matter because nothing compares to this Rec Room original, especially the music. It has a vibe that's so unique. Isle of Lost Skulls. Isle may be a tedious quest, like Crescendo, but also like Crescendo, you can't imagine it even one level shorter because every stage is a treat for the eyes. Now I do wish that the swords didn't deteriorate so quickly and that the guns were easier to reload when a whole ship of pirates is descending upon you, but I digress. It's still an absolute Rec Room classic. If they made a part 2 of Isle of Lost Skulls for an upcoming Rec Room original, I actually wouldn't be mad at that. Golden Trophy. Golden Trophy is one of the best RROs because the goblins are slightly less vengeful than the goblins in Crimson Cauldron. Prove me wrong. Crimson Cauldron. Crimson Cauldron is a whimsical experience. From the firecracker wand, to the potions that you can drink, to the bog monster, to that crazy witch boss at the end. It's one of the top quests, and definitely one of my favorite Rec Room originals in the game. The only downside to this quest is that every single level is challenging. I would even wager that the last 2 levels are somewhat easier than some of the ones you'll find at the beginning. Stunt Runner. Stunt Runner is often forgotten, but it makes the best list because there's nothing else like it. It's a huge confidence boost to hit that glowing blue button at the end before your friends do, and it's rare to find a Rec Room original where you can play in a public lobby and not be too annoyed by the other players. Besides, the music at the end is a bop. Don't pretend that you don't dance to it too. Now let's take a look at some of the worst. Paddleball. Paddleball actually makes me mad. The ball itself is far too loud. It actually gives me a headache. It's impossible to control it or deflect it when it's flying at your face. Paddleball is the worst Rec Room original by a long shot, and I know this because it's always deserted when I go there. You can't even find one teammate to suffer through it with you. No one ever talks about how they miss Paddleball. There's a sentence you never hear in Rec Room. Gosh, I miss Paddleball. We should play it more often. Nope. Soccer. To be honest, it's not even soccer. It's just trying to chase down a giant, bouncy, uncooperative ball that does its own thing no matter which way you try and force it to go. The lounge is also terrible. Let's go to the lounge, said nobody in Rec Room ever. Then there's park. I can think of a good solid 20 parks in Rec Room that are more exciting than this one. Come to think of it, any park I've ever been to ever in my entire life is more exciting than this one.
Welcome to Rec Room. For your first day, we have a quick orientation to show you what Rec Room is all about.
Dodgeball. Dodgeball is kind of busted. You swear you hit someone, but it turns out you just grace their elbow and they stay in the game. It's a haven for trash talking and people who like to stand at the back of the court, bouncing around incessantly, being impossible to hit. Dodgeball, when it's on the weekly, is somewhere that I'll happily go, but only with my friends to stand there, taking turns getting hit in the face, so that we can be over with the games quick and farm boxes and tokens to boot. Rec Rally. This new Rec Room original really isn't that great. There, I said it. Leave me a comment with your opinion. But after 3 arduous laps around the track, fighting the controls the entire time, I realized something. It is 90% hype and 10% enjoyment. Now, if they added different tracks or something else besides just speed boosts for items, I'd probably spend more time here. Even though it's new and I shouldn't have a chance to be bored with it, I am bored with it. Disc Golf. Disc Golf gets on the worst list because it's near impossible to win without cheating. You'll spend way more time rustling through the bushes trying to retrieve your disc golf frisbee than you will counting your wins. Bowling. It can be a fun and entertaining time, I'll give it that. Now that I'm writing this list out, I actually feel kind of bad for bowling. I think we should all go bowling. Show it some love. It's certainly not the worst of the worst. Which is your favorite and least favorite Rec Room original? Let me know in the comments. The only thing I would change about this list is that I wish there were more Rec Room originals to rank. So Rec Room, if you're watching this, we're not trying to be ungrateful. I know you just gave us Rec Rally, but maybe a new quest or two soon. We'll trade you for Paddleball. Just consider it. I put a few more videos up on the screen if you want to continue to explore my Rec Room content. Ooh, 17 types of Rec Room players? I know you'll enjoy that video if you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next video.